So this video is scary and telling.
So I have a legitimate question for you guys. Why did women from the 70s have this distinct look? I feel like every single one of them had wispy hair, sharp cheekbones, and a toothy grin with a slightly raspy voice. And I'm just wondering if you guys actually know what was going on in the 70s. Here you can see again kind of that same kind of look going on. Like Shelley Duvall 100% matches this description. So someone please explain to me why women from the 70s actually look like this.
The simple answer is women used to enjoy life, have hope, were happy. And their mothers were all smokers, so they inherited the raspy voice listening to their mothers talk, but they weren't being poisoned at birth with neurotoxins. Their government wasn't spraying the sky with neurotoxins. Their government wasn't telling them they might die in school all day with fake school shootings. Their government wasn't involved in multiple false flag wars. Like, they had hope. They enjoyed life. Life was sunny and peaceful before our leaders took over all news and realized they could get away with anything because they took over all major law enforcement organizations with blackmail, with you did that, now you're on the hook, now you're part of the club, now you gotta do this other thing to keep the club protected, now you gotta assassinate this guy, gotta murder this guy, and then you tell your new insiders this is the way life works. So we just murder anybody who finds out that secret Nazis rule the planet. Like, people used to be happy, people used to smile all the time. Now everything's grim because they're a cult of death. Poison the sky with neurotoxins, poison water with neurotoxins, poison food with neurotoxins. Tell you probably die tomorrow in a school shooting or a terrorist attack by faking all the school shootings and faking all the terrorist attacks. They torture innocent people because they know they did those terrorist crimes. They've made the atmosphere in the room go out of the room. They've made the air go out of the room. People aren't hopeful when they're sure that they're gonna die or maybe their government's gonna kill them. It's a despairing, sad look. You can read between the lines of what they say. They say, we never go out of style. What does that mean? Well, how's that possible? It's not possible unless you mean that you set the style. So they believe that they're the special cult of Nazi evil people who rule over the peasants. Again, you can read between the lines. Like, for Katrina relief, they gave out feed bags. Feed bags, something you give to an animal. So the people doing the actual work are the animals that they feed, even though the people doing the actual work are the people that make the existence of enough food for people to eat exist. Like, they've fully lost the thread. They, I mean, you just, with all their music, you can always read between the lines. They made their sex cult set the tempo of music with violent music, things that encourage you, like, you feel less than a man because you're not tough like Jay-Z talking about putting a 45 in someone's mouth. I don't know, I've gotten old. I'm sure there's newer songs that are just as bad, but they made being cruel cool. They made being mean cool. They made being heartless, cold, like, cool, fashionable. And now everybody's getting heartless and cruel. It's not because people are just, but, like, literally starting false flag wars, like, where they think that they're gods or whatever. They, like, do false flag wars and then everybody marches along, but they miss the part where, like, they had to convince people that the other people were bad guys. And people understand right and wrong, so people are like, oh, okay, they attacked us and killed 4,000 people. Oh, let's get them. Like, so, they had to take what's good and twist it, and what's decent in people, defending other people, defending your own people, and twist it into getting people to kill for them. Made everything about greed, about power. squeeze out decent people with like scam boogery, like the subprime mortgages and the house flipping. Why would you want to work a full-time job if you can buy a house and then sell it 2 months later for a $60,000, $100,000 profit, and that makes housing too expensive for average people? The endless corruption, greed, dishonesty makes life suck for everyone, especially themselves. Like, hey, they gotta live with themselves. They gotta live very shallow existences. The best of them have to live shallow, heartless existences. The people doing the worst stuff, I don't know. But anyway, all that goes on.